From Arkansas's breaking news leader, Fox 16 News at 5:30 starts now.
At this hour, Fox 16 following two breaking news stories. A homicide in Little Rock. New details are coming out right now. And the capital city's chief of police is moving on to the northeast. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Donna Terrell. The shooting happening just before 3 today on Sunflower Drive. Fox 16's Rebecca Jeffrey live at the scene with new information right now. Rebecca.
Kevin and Donna, I'm out here on Sunflower Drive in southwest Little Rock, where Little Rock police are investigating their 28th homicide of 2018. I'll take a step aside. You can see that the crime scene techs have now come onto the scene. They just were able to get a warrant to be able to go inside where they believe that a man was shot by a relative. Now, that relative has been taken into custody, and the man who was shot, they're not saying where he was shot. However, he has passed away at a local hospital. At this time, there's no reason to believe that there's any danger to the public. However, as you saw, crime scene techs and detectives remain on the scene trying to figure out what happened to cause this homicide. Live in Little Rock, I'm Rebecca Jeffrey for Fox 16 News. Back to you.
And now to a breaking news update. Little Rock Police Chief Kenton Buckner is leaving. Fox 16 broke this story first this morning. Buckner will be the new chief of police in the town of Syracuse, New York.
I can tell you that I walk in here today in Syracuse a very confident man because of the things that I've experienced in Little Rock that would lead me to believe that I will have traction very quickly in this community.
Chief Buckner's last day is November 16th. That's 2 weeks from today. First on Fox, Mitch McCoy is live in the newsroom with more on Buckner's departure and the search for the next top cop. Mitch.
Yeah, Donna, good evening. City Hall officials tell me next steps will be announced next week. Some of those details could include how the search process will work for a new chief and who the interim chief will be when Buckner leaves. Some already have an idea on who the next chief should be.
About 8 years.
Destiny Johnson calls Little Rock home.
Safe to a certain extent.
She says choosing Little Rock's next police chief is an important decision as the city inches closer to electing a new mayor.
It means it's a change coming.
So, good morning.
On Friday, Chief Kenton Buckner announced he accepted the chief of police job in Syracuse, New York. Buckner says he's more experienced today than his first day on the job in Arkansas.
You have certainly removed a number of my professional blind spots during my 4.5-year tenure in Little Rock.
There's no word on Buckner's replacement, but Johnson says the next LRPD leader should come from within. There are 3 current assistant chiefs, but it's too soon to know if any will apply.
I don't think it should be an outside person because they wouldn't really understand everything that's going on. It should be someone that's a Little Rock native.
Little Rock Fraternal Order of Police President John Gilchrist says his organization worked well with Buckner.
Whether it's somebody promoted internally or externally, the FOP looks forward to building a similar relationship that we had with Chief Buckner.
No matter who the next chief is, Johnson knows they have to have one skill for the job.
Someone who's very brave.
The FOP says it hopes City Manager Bruce Moore will wait on naming Buckner's permanent replacement until a new mayor is elected and sworn in, which is in early January. Donna, I'm sure some would call it a roller coaster ride during Buckner's tenure here in Little Rock, but overall crime is down 10% this year. Back to you.
All right, Mitch, thank you. And while crime is down this year, violent crime has risen since 2015, the first full year under Chief Buckner. According to the LRPD, there were 2,200 violent crimes in the capital city in 2014. A year later, the number jumped by 700. At the end of last year, violent crimes have risen by 5.5%. Now, we've posted all the crime numbers on our website, fox16.com. You can find them on our homepage. A Fox 16 News update. A teen is in custody at this hour, charged in an October 12th murder. 18-year-old Kenneth Williams turned himself in to police last night. He's accused of killing 32-year-old Levon Sales Jr. at an apartment complex on Mapleville Cutoff. He's being held at the Pulaski County Jail on a $1.5 million bond. And breaking news now, state police and the Clay County Sheriff's Office are on the scene of a deadly plane crash. We've learned it happened just west of McDougal, a little before 2 this afternoon. We can confirm one person has died. This is a developing story. We will bring you the latest as more information comes in.
Now, weather to plan your day with Fox 16 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baskin.
Well, finally some sunshine back today, but also some scattered showers, a little bit unsettled across parts of north central Arkansas with some showers, even a couple of very isolated thunderstorms, some of which have produced some small hail. As we take a live look outside the Little Rock area, we're looking towards the north and northeast, and you see some of those buildups in the distance. Yeah, we do have a couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms across parts of north and northeast Arkansas this evening. Most of that's going to stay north of the metro area, so not expecting anything at this point for Little Rock. Now, as we take a look at the radar and satellite, you can see a couple areas of showers, one area of showers moving across parts of north central Arkansas, and even a couple of isolated thunderstorms. You can see those showers moving across parts of White as well as Independence counties. Mostly some light showers, but a couple of heavier downpours with maybe a brief flash of lightning or some thunder. Notice one of those heavier showers over southern White County south of Searcy right now. That's going to pass pretty close to Griffithville. Otherwise, temperatures pretty cool north with the clouds and showers, temperatures in the 50s, but milder south. Here's that evening forecast. Still a couple of spotty showers, again, mainly northeast. Any of those remaining showers die off quickly as we get towards later on this evening, all gone by 8 o'clock. Otherwise, a chilly night, nice for your Saturday, but we are talking about a couple of rounds of rain, possibly even some storms in your 7-day forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, Jeff, thank you. Little Rock may soon be represented in a class action lawsuit against Hotels.com. The suit was originally filed nearly a decade ago by Pine Bluff and North Little Rock. It alleges the third-party booking site is collecting tax on the amount Hotels.com gets for the room and not for the full amount the consumers are paying. Cities use that tax on many different things like cleaning up parks and advertising and promoting cities.
They're just collecting it for us and it's supposed to come straight back to us, but instead they're either keeping it or not adding it on like they're supposed to.
Well, the Little Rock Board of Directors will vote to officially add or be added to the suit on Monday. New at 5:30, the chair of the Institute of Global Homelessness is in Little Rock assessing how the city can better address homelessness. The Institute of Global Homelessness has chosen 12 cities across the world to participate, including Little Rock. Chicago was the only other U.S. city chosen. The first step, reducing street homelessness in Ward 1 by 25% by 2020. The Institute hopes to end street homelessness in 150 cities by the year 2030. Well, you might be wondering where my partner Kevin Kelly is tonight. After the break, you'll see exactly what he's up to. He's live from the School of Man, pushing his limits physically, mentally, and spiritually. His progress next.
You're watching Fox 16 News at 5:30, covering Benton, Cabot, Little Rock, and all of Central Arkansas.
6 months ago, we told you about the School of Man, a group of men pushing the limits physically, mentally, and spiritually for 16 weeks. They learned to become vulnerable and discover their true purpose. Tonight, a new class in the process of graduating. Kevin Kelly and our chief photographer, Matt Tebow, are going through it. They join us from Pinnacle Mountain. Hey, guys, how are you doing?
I tell you what, Donna, we have been pushed to the limit, to the edge, and beyond. Fortunately for all 8 of our team members, we are all still standing. We have been going strong since 6 a.m. this morning. We have been in countless ice baths. We have been in the Arkansas River, and we have been shivering for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes up to an hour. We've done countless push-ups, sit-ups. The list goes on. Our chief photographer, as you know, Donna, Matt Tebow here.
Hey, guys.
How are you holding up?
Pretty fatigued. I'm staying hydrated.
Okay.
I've definitely been through it.
All right, buddy. Get back in line. I want to show you our brothers real quick. This is what's been going on for the past 12 hours, and we still have until Sunday at noon. We've done countless push-ups, countless sit-ups. The list goes on, and you might be wondering, why in the world are we doing this? I want to bring in the lead follower of the School of Man, Cole Rogers. Why are you putting us through this?
This gives us an opportunity to strip man down to his very fiber, his ethos, to find out who he truly is from an authentic viewpoint. That's the why. I think when a man is beaten, tormented, he is ready to learn. And that's when he's ultraly vulnerable with himself, and it becomes a new beginning. That's what the Phoenix stands for, is rebirth. And this is a way of doing that for a man to connect with his why.
We've got a long road ahead of us, Donna. This is just the beginning. Granted, we've been doing this for 12 hours, but it will not stop until noon on Sunday. That's assuming we do everything that we're told. That means no sleep over the next 60 hours. We're standing tall. We still feel good. But I tell you what, this is the most challenging thing I have ever been through in my entire life. And I guarantee you, Donna, and my wife, and my kids, I will make it to Sunday. We'll toss it back to you in the studio.
Well, I expect for you to be stripped down and vulnerable by the time you come back here.
That's already happened.
Okay. All right, we'll see you on Monday, Kevin. Good luck.
Now, weather to plan your day with Fox 16 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baskin.
Still a few showers mainly across parts of northeast Arkansas, but otherwise we go into the weekend dry. Actually, Saturday shaping up pretty nice. Sunshine, mild. Sunday, a little bit of rain comes on through, although this looks like it's going to be very early in the day. Most of this actually may be through by sunrise, so a good part of Sunday, actually the majority of the daylight hours, should be dry with some sunshine for the afternoon. So the weekend overall looking pretty decent, but as we go into Monday, the possibility of some storms, some of which could be on the strong side. Now, as we take a look at the radar, you see a cluster of showers moving through parts of northeast Arkansas right now around the Searcy area, northern Lono County around Cabot. You've had a couple of showers and also a thunderstorm pretty close to Bradford, just north of Augusta. And this shower moving into northeast Arkansas. Some lightning and thunder associated with that, possibly even some small hail associated with some of those heavier showers. Also a storm just to the south of Searcy. It looks like a heavy rain shower, possibly some small hail associated with that as well. Nothing larger than about pea-sized hail, and it wouldn't last very long because these showers are moving very, very quickly with an upper air disturbance that's passing through the state. So this is going to be gone over the next couple of hours. Upper air disturbance moving on through, triggering some of those showers and thunderstorms. Another system, this is what's going to move through late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. That's going to bring a front, but a stronger system likely to follow that for the early part of next week. Temperatures fairly cool, especially with that upper air disturbance, only in the 40s and 50s, but you get out into some sunshine and temperatures in the 60s and 70s will be milder for tomorrow as those winds start to turn around back around to the south ahead of our approaching front for late tomorrow night. Temperatures right now across the state cool across north central Arkansas, only in the low to mid 50s, upper 50s to lower 60s central Arkansas, and as you get south, a little bit milder with temperatures in the mid 60s. Right now in Little Rock, you can see some of those showers out in the distance as we look towards the north and northeast. Sun getting low on the horizon, kind of illuminating some of those clouds. So a pretty looking sky out there right now in the Little Rock area. 62 degrees, winds out of the west at 9 miles per hour. Here's a look at our forecast satellite and radar. There's that upper air disturbance weakening and pushing away. The showers associated with that dissipate as we go through the evening hours. So mostly clear and cool for the overnight hours. Tomorrow, a good amount of sunshine, but here comes that next front. Some showers moving into northwest and west Arkansas by late during the evening hours, likely holding off until pretty late Saturday night, moving on through during the early morning hours on Sunday. A little bit of uncertainty is the actual timing of this band of showers moving through central Arkansas, but right now it looks like it would be during the early morning hours of sunrise or on Sunday before sunrise, and those showers quickly move away as we go into the mid-morning hours, and then we clear out. So much of your Sunday actually looking pretty decent, but it doesn't stay that way very long because a much stronger system approaches out of the plain states. Very strong winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere coupled with the strong jet stream could produce some strong to possibly severe thunderstorms as we get towards late Monday afternoon into Monday evening. So right now it looks like Monday is going to be a day to watch for the possibility of some strong storms. Still a lot of uncertainty in as how that situation is exactly going to unfold and the timing of it, but just pay attention to the weather over the weekend hours and we'll give you a better idea of how strong those storms could be as we go into Monday. But for your Saturday, nothing to really worry about. Temperature starting off pretty chilly out there, light jacket for the morning hours, but we warm up quickly from the low 40s into the low 60s by lunchtime. Afternoon high temperature is pretty close to 70 degrees, a little bit of a breeze out there. And as we go into the evening hours, increasing clouds and fairly mild. Don't forget time change this weekend on Sunday. Set those clocks back 1 hour. Storms on Monday, mainly dry for Election Day. Another front moves on through with a shot of some cooler air for late next week. Donna?
All right, Jeff. The Walmart Amphitheater in Northwest Arkansas is partnering with Live Nation, one of the biggest event promotions in the world. And that's not the only exciting news. It's also planning a $13.9 million expansion, including a new covered plaza and 2 new outdoor plazas. Capacity will increase by 1,000. Construction begins next November, and it should be done by summer of 2020. Well, Governor Asa Hutchinson will be in Pine Bluff tomorrow at UAPB's homecoming game. In fact, he'll be flipping the coin before the game. The Golden Lions play Alabama A&M at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. And if you're looking for a party after the game, tomorrow night, Dollars for Scholars, a scholarship fundraising party at Pine Bluff Country Club. It starts at 9, and you can buy tickets now at Eventbrite. Sports Director Wes Moore, he's up next. It's the last week of high school football regular season. Ben Creighton will preview one of the biggest games in the state. It's Conway and Bryant, and he's live, and you're looking live right now. Sudden Death Sports is next.
16 Sudden Death Sports with Sportscaster of the Year, Wes Moore.
The high school football regular season comes to an end tonight. Week 10 brings us drama. We have great games all over the state. One of the best is Conway of Bryant. Fox 16's Ben Creighton is live at Hornet Stadium. He joins us live. Now, Ben, this is back-to-back weeks that Bryant has played a huge game.
Yeah, Wes, I mean, you talk about the game tonight. I mean, a lot on the line, a number 2 seed, and more importantly, a first-round bye. And I know both Bryant and Conway are looking for a little bit of a break before they start the playoff run. I'm joined by Bryant head coach Buck Jameson. Coach, when you look at this Conway team, Javani Johnson is an explosive playmaker. He can get it done with his arm, and he can especially be dangerous with his legs. How do you guys try to slow him down tonight?
Well, we got to contain him. You know, we can't let him run around and scramble for a lot and then think he's going to run, then try to he throws the football. So he's going to be a tough guy to handle for sure. They've got a great offensive line that supports him, and they've got a running back that's ran for 1,000 yards. So they are a very explosive offense, so it's going to be a big challenge for our defense tonight.
Now, I remember you and I talking, I think it was before the conference season started, that you put a lot of emphasis on your guys playing all 4 quarters. You obviously got out to a 21-zip lead last week, but then Little Rock came back and won that game. How do you make sure that your guys compete the entire 48 minutes tonight?
Well, you know, we've talked about it. We've worked at it on the practice field, and, you know, when you deal with 16 to 18-year-old kids, sometimes you're going to get a few surprises. But, you know, our effort was great last week. You know, I thought North Little Rock's effort was a lot better than ours in the second half. And, you know, when 2 good football teams play, one team's going to win, one team's going to lose. And, you know, it came down to the last series of the game for us to have a chance to win the ball game. And really, against a team like that, that's all we can ask for out of our kids.
Now, really quickly, what did you like out of your squad last week coming into this week?
Well, I liked the way we approached the game. I thought our preparation all the way was good. I thought that we came out and played very well beginning of the game. And, you know, I liked the way our kids' mentality was. It's just that we ran into a buzzsaw. Those guys are good at what they do. They stuck to their knit and they didn't panic. And, you know, they found a way to get the win. And we've got to learn to do that, too. We're at the threshold of that in our program, and we've got to learn to win big games like that.
Coach, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good luck tonight. Wes, back to you in Little Rock.
Thanks, Ben. Also tonight, Tyler Thomason, the big game between Nashville and Bauxite. Those games and many, many more, 9:30 and 10:30 for Fearless Friday. We'll see you then.